Hello. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for taking some time here and checking out this movie, seeing what this is all about. Um, First, I'd like to say I didn't make this film here to ever try to make a profit off of this. I believe that many people around the world are unaware of the circumstances surrounding Elvis's death. And when you tell these people that Elvis is alive, or that you believe that Elvis is alive, most of them think you're crazy, and they just laugh and treat you like you've lost your mind. But I believe that the same people, when they're aware of those circumstances surrounding the supposed death of Elvis Presley, they just may change their mind. Now, I believe that it is up to us as Americans, as Christians, and Elvis fans alike to share this information with everybody we can. So, this is the true reason that I'm making this film. But I hope that you find this interesting at the least. And I believe most of you are going to be in for a show of your life.
You looking for trouble?
Oh, yes, sir. Good to see you. Go Phillips there. If I don't want to buy it, got Kennedy Veterans Hospital, Ward 24E. Just glad to fix bring you the hottest thing in the country. Real hot and blue. Coming to WHBQ in Memphis, Tennessee.
Could you please sing me a song? I can't go to sleep.
My baby girl, close your eyes. Soon you'll be fast asleep. Don't be afraid of the darkness, don't we? Dream of snowmen and robins and angels that sing. Listen to Daddy, I'll sing you what a dream. Dream of lollipops and ice cream and big teddy bears. Dream of sunshine as bubbles flying high in the air. Like your mother always told me, happy thoughts are never mean. Listen to Daddy, I'll sing you what a dream.
Thank you, Daddy. I'm getting sleepy now.
Dream of butterflies and seashells and castles of sand. Dream of windmills and rides on a merry-go-round. Yes, your mommy always told Daddy, happy thoughts are never mean. So listen to Daddy, I'll sing you what a dream. Yes, listen to Daddy, I'll sing you what a dream. You go to sleep now.
We have here the mock-up of actually a poster featuring pictures from his new album, which I assume is due out to be released any day now.
It'll be January 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to focus. It's okay to shoot the picture, but I want to focus on one of the tunes, the last tune mentioned here, The Letter.
You want to talk about that?
I want you to tell me about that.
That is a song that I co-wrote with Rick Goodman, John Minnick, and Cat McCrone. And the story is, Ralph, that in 1976, in Elvis Presley's last appearance at the Las Vegas Hilton, by his bed he had a little notepad, and he wrote some words down. He wrote actually kind of a message to God and to himself, and crumpled it up and threw it in a waste paper can. And one of his guys evidently retrieved it, kept it. About 7 or 8 months ago, this note showed up in a Sotheby auction sale. And some people called me knowing of my friendship with Elvis. And when I heard what the note said, it just tore my heart out, and I bought it. Somehow that got out, and Elvis fans from around the world started to write me wanting copies of this letter, of this note. So that's when we decided to write a song around it. And so we did. So that's the story of the letter.
All right, with the exception of what was in the letter.
I'm paraphrasing, of course, but it said, I'm finally alone. I'm glad they're all gone now. I probably won't rest tonight. I have no need for all of this. Help me, Lord.
Do you think he was addressing his fame, show business, that sort of thing?
I think he was addressing his loneliness. He had by that time become quite a recluse. And
you knew him rather well, didn't you?
we were very close friends.
Didn't he used to come out on stage and say, "Hi, I'm Wayne Newton"?
He did many, many times, and it's on several of the live records that he did from the Hilton.
Was he easy for you to get close to?
Very. He was a wonderful human being. I mean, I have refused to read any of the books surrounding him, his life, simply because none of them mirrored the person that I knew and loved as a friend.
Was he interested in what you thought of him as a performer?
I think that he was interested in what the world thought of him, which is why he became so very unhappy toward the end.
All right, let me rephrase that. Often entertainers are interested in what other entertainers think because they know that they will give you some sort of response coming from the viewpoint of an entertainer. Did you think Elvis, despite all of his success, needed some kind of positive reinforcement?
Not so much of what he was on stage, because obviously that got fed, you know, by an audience. And I think that when performers talk, we talk in a much more technical way. As you know, we will say things like, was the bass loud enough?
Yes.
Could you hear Terry McMillan on the harmonica? Did that? Those kind of things that from a public point of view probably wouldn't even cross their minds. But those are the kind of things that we as performers kind of hinge on, I think.
Did you ever compare notes on, did you like this room when you played it?
Many times, many times. And we would talk about people that we had in common in our lives. Did we like being married? Did we not like being married? The things that guys talk about.
Did Elvis, and I certainly would not invade your privacy, but did he reveal things to you that he's not revealed to anyone else?
Well, toward the end, we had quite a conversation one night in his dressing room where he talked about his loneliness, his love for his daughter, the fact that he felt for him it was pretty much over. The conversation went on about 2 hours, and he was very troubled.
You mean he was prophesying his own death?
I believe that, yes. I mean, in retrospect, I didn't realize it then necessarily, but certainly in retrospect.
Well, he was a great entertainer, so are you. I'm sure he valued your opinion.
I appreciate that.
One more phone call from a friend, just to say how hard it's been, how their hopes and dreams have scattered with the wind. They don't see that I'm there too, how it breaks my heart in two, just to make it through this night's all I can do. Help me, Lord, I need the sun to drive away the shadows in my mind. Help me, Lord, I need someone to guide me when the path is hard to find. Even though the crowd surrounds me, I'm still standing. As I awake again today, and my pain won't go away, and the face I have to wear shows a smile. Now my nights are so alone, I just wish I could go home. I don't know if I can make another mile. Help me, Lord, I need the sun to drive away the shadows in my mind. Please help me. path is hard to find. Even though the crowd surrounds me, I'm still standing all alone. When I know I can't go on, help me, Lord. I feel so alone sometimes. The night is quiet for me. I'd love to be able to sleep. I am glad that everyone is gone now. I'll probably not rest tonight. I have no need for all of this. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. I need the sun to drive away the shadows in my mind. Please help me, Lord. I need someone to guide me when the path is hard to find. Even though the crowd surrounds me, God, I am so alone. When I know I can't go on, help me, Lord. Won't you come and take me home? Help me, Lord.
Well, my name is Lucky Carson, and it is my personal belief, as well as many Elvis fans all around the world, that Elvis Presley is really still alive today, and that back in 1977, they told us that Elvis had died. Now, they didn't tell us this to hurt anybody. I believe that this was necessary at that time to remove Elvis from the public's eye. I believe they had to do this to save his life and the life of his family. Lisa Marie, his dad, his grandma was still alive at this time, and Priscilla, and whoever else was close to Elvis. Now, at that time, there was people that had put out contracts on Elvis's life. And if Elvis just disappeared, these people would have went after his family to get to him. So it was not meant to hurt anybody. It was only to save the life of himself and his family. But I also believe, and what I'm going to show you in this video, is that Elvis has been releasing music since 1978. He didn't turn his back on the fans. The whole time, many fans have seen that something was up with the supposed death of Elvis Presley. It appears that he really did not die. And it don't take very much investigating into this to figure out that something really was going on here. You know, today the music has continued all throughout the years. And even in 2012, 2 CDs have came out, both with Elvis singing songs of today. The very first CD that came out this year was released on January 24th, 2012. And on this CD, you have songs that Elvis is singing that could not have been recorded before 1977. You have the song The Dance by Garth Brooks. There is the song Wanna Be Starting Something, originally recorded by Michael Jackson. The CD was also released with a DVD. And on this DVD, he explains how he cannot release music as Elvis Presley. And he also explains how he cannot come back and to world news and tell us that he is alive. On this CD, Elvis used the name John Burroughs, the same name that he used as a federal agent. And there's even a letter hanging up at Graceland, as well as some of Elvis's gear that he used as a federal agent. But in this letter that he wrote to President Nixon, he said that he was staying at a hotel under the name John Burroughs.
You can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. You don't think maybe, if you can't feed your baby, you'll always be trying to stop that child from crying, hustling, stealing, lying. Now baby's slowly dying.
You know, I've read a lot of reviews on this Elvis Found Alive CD, and they're saying that Elvis could not have recorded this music. They're saying that Elvis would sound like an older Elvis Presley. But I have a theory on this. It's my belief that this music could have been recorded any time in the last 35 years. So you're not going to hear an older Elvis Presley. Like the song Lisa Marie, I believe that this song was probably recorded in the mid-80s. So he's going to sound younger than he would as if he was recorded something today.
Mama say mama sa mama kusa, mama say mama sa mama kusa, mama say mama sa mama kusa.
Okay, the second CD that came out this year was on February 14th, 2012. And this CD is titled Continuing. Now they're telling us that this is what Elvis would sound like today if he was alive. And they're promoting this as an Elvis Fantasy Concert CD. Now they're saying that Ron Jesse is doing the vocals on this CD. And there's two videos. The first is the making of the CD. Now in this video, it shows this guy, Ron Jesse. He's in a recording studio behind a microphone, and he's laying down tracks. But if you pay real close attention, at one point, he stops singing and turns his head away from the microphone. But the vocal tracks keep going on. Now in the second video, Mustang Sally, it shows this guy, Ron Jesse, in the recording studio again. And he's behind the microphone, but it appears to be he is singing the wrong words.
Gonna be your wiping, your weeping eye. That's what I say, man.
All the songs Ron performs.
All you wanna do is ride around a Sally ride. All you wanna do is ride a little Sally ride. You be running all over.
You know, there's one more thing about this making of the Continuing CD video. There's two interviews on this, and one of them's with one of the guys that helped put this thing together, and the other one is with Ron Jesse. But at the end of both of their videos, they address Elvis fans and they say TCB. You know, what I believe that they mean by this is that they're working for Elvis. They're actually helping put this music out this way at this time. I believe Elvis is really trying to get our attention to let us know the truth. Will he still be able to do this 10 years from now? I believe it's really important to him that the truth comes out. But these two guys said TCB at the end of their interviews. I believe that means that they're telling us that they're working for Elvis. They're taking care of business the only way they can at this time. So here, check this out.
Enjoy the CD and TCB.
God on high, hear my prayer in my need. You have always been there.
All the fans of Elvis, for always, TCB.
I'm alive. That's right. Thank you, baby. I love you too.